to Reddit on Reddit, the internet's auditory version of Reddit. I'm Nelson Allingham, joined by Michael Campbell.
Now, you've got a calm voice.
Yes.
But you do also have an open knife sitting next to you on the table.
That's
so
true.
these are conflicting ideas that I'm looking at.
Okay, let me explain the first of those.
Sure.
I would say it was a quiet voice.
Okay.
Because we think we've improved our sound.
Possibly.
Might be a bit louder than usual.
In fact, I apologize in advance because I think some people turn the volume up just before they're about to listen.
Yeah.
Okay, they're very tactful.
So I've been careful. So hopefully that was like, oh, even while Nelson's whispering a little bit loud, might turn that down. Yeah. Then you started talking.
I know. But I'm the one that makes them face the brutal reality of things.
Yeah, that's true. And the open knife on the table. Let me just explain that for a moment.
It's actually my knife.
Yeah, well, it's sitting next to my spot where I podcast. I assumed this was a threat that you laid down for me that just implied if I ever get out of line, you're going to stab me.
Yeah.
But now I've got the knife.
Oh, nice.
Hey, if you get out of line, Cambo, stabby. You've been warned.
Okay.
Cambo.
Yep.
It's 2020.
Oh, my God. Is this our first episode of the new year?
Yep.
Crazy.
Want it to be 2021 yet?
Kind of at the moment in our country.
Yeah.
Maybe for people that don't know or don't realize, we talked weeks and weeks ago about fires that have been happening. They're much worse now.
Much worse.
Absolutely huge.
It's raining now. That's good.
Yeah, thank God.
I think they did seeding. Did they seed the clouds?
I have no idea.
I think that's why we've got rain. Maybe.
Is it
I don't
really?
know. Because I know that that's a thing that they can do. I'm not sure that it's like super practical or maybe it's super expensive. I don't know, which is why they don't like do that instantly.
Yeah.
But I think that's why we have rain at the moment, but also might have made that up.
Keep that in
mind. Yes, but 2021 will be worse, Cambo. We're only getting hotter as a world. Cambo wants to see the world burn, is basically what he's saying.
Yeah, just get to it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, get it over with. Sick of life. But okay, Cambo. Let's get into, I think, Reddit on Reddit.
Okay.
By the way, I streamed this week on yesterday on Saturday or Friday for others, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
And you should join next time if you want. I'm going to stream at 2 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is also 7 p.m. like Pacific Standard Time and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I've also been, I'm going to do some streaming with Bill from Escape This Podcast.
Oh, nice.
So, watch us on twitch.tv/Reddit podcast, READIT podcast.
Can I say I didn't appreciate it because I logged in and then everyone abused me.
Yeah. That was when you were watching.
Yeah.
You should have seen when you weren't. I started the stream with, hey guys, just start ragging on Cambo.
Say whatever you want. He won't be here.
What's the worst thing you think about Cambo? And there were some really bad things, Cambo.
Wow.
I didn't even think that was possible. But some of them I was like, oh yeah, I can understand that now. Now that you've brought it to my attention, he is the worst.
I must say it's actually quite sweet that you didn't think there was anything to criticize about me before that. You're like, oh, good luck.
Yeah.
He's pretty perfect.
Yeah. No flaws, my Cambo. Okay, anyway, let's get into it. This first one is by Cadence828. And I don't think we've had this one before. It's in the subreddit True Off My Chest. Because the subreddit Off My Chest is not, I think, as moderated or something. People just write the shittest things. So this one is True Off My Chest. Just like, real Donald Trump. You have to point out when there's like, this is the real one. Anyway, so Cadence828 has said, life is so much easier when you don't care what strangers think. Want to go to the grocery store in your pajamas? Do it. You like the song playing in the restaurant? Sing along. Have an opinion you'd like to share online, but it's controversial? Who cares? Don't want to wear makeup out to a nice place? Do you? Want to wear elaborate makeup to your job as a custodian? Whatever makes you happy. I seriously feel so much freer having come to this realization. Life is so much more fun now. Edited to say, I like to ask myself, how does my life change if so-and-so doesn't like me or thinks I'm weird? And often the answer is, it doesn't. Also, edited a second time, I haven't read these. Guys, obviously don't be hurtful to anyone or yourself. And there's a line when you need to be respectful of others.
Yep.
When I said sing along, I did not mean obnoxiously belt out as loud as you can in public, disturbing all of the peace and causing someone to literally murder you out of frustration. And I wished this was clear and obvious, but I am not condoning pedophilia. Oh my God. Or anything else that would hurt someone. That really took a turn.
That did. So the second edit really saved him, because I was about to say this is the ethos of a real asshole.
Yeah.
Because some of them are harmless, right? It's like, I just want to go to the supermarket and whatever. Yeah. And then others are so obnoxious to be like, who cares if anyone's here? I'm going to do what I want.
Yeah, that's right. I think because I do somewhat identify with this, and I think the line is like maybe like higher than some people think, though, in terms of, you know, not causing annoyance to people around you.
Yeah, because my question was going to be about singing in the restaurant, but they seem to have addressed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're just singing to yourself, that's fine. If you're belting at the top of your voice when people are trying to have a conversation, that's an asshole thing to do.
Yeah. But what if you're a real good singer? Just picture this. I'm in the restaurant and I'm singing along. Yeah. So obviously, it's almost better than the original that's playing, which is Michael Jackson Beat It. I've just had it. Would you not turn and clap as I'm singing? If anything, the clapping would be annoying.
Because, I mean, who knows if I wanted to listen to Beat It in the first place, but that's on and I've accepted it. But what if I didn't want to amplify it? Well, then no, it really depends on my mood in the song, doesn't it?
Don't you think?
But I'm saying I don't think there's a catch-all for that.
I think there is one person in the world, I don't know who it is. Maybe it's Adele.
Yeah, okay.
That if she went to any restaurant and just started belting out whatever song it is, people would appreciate that. Couldn't get that wrong.
But the fact that there's 1 in 7 to 8 billion would suggest that it's not a good thing to do.
Well, that's certainly what I thought about. I could be the second guy.
Oh, now the odds are way better.
What I'm saying is, let me sing in a restaurant at the top of my lungs. But yeah, I think there is so much credit to this. And I think a lot of people would live much happier and more fulfilled lives, I think, if they didn't care so much about what other people think.
Yeah.
And I think this does come with age a lot, which I reckon we've mentioned something similar not that long ago, which is that the older you get, I reckon, the more you just kind of realize, oh, nobody really cares about you. Which is why you shouldn't care about what other people think. Yeah. Because literally nobody thinks anything of you and what you've done.
Yep.
Because everybody's so self-absorbed. And I actually, that's not even a bad thing. That sounds more negative, I think, to say people are self-absorbed. But I don't think it's a bad thing necessarily.
I think the real millennial version of this is people tailor their Instagram feeds to only have certain kind of content because they're like, well, people come into my thing, they want to see a certain flow of things, and no one cares.
No one cares.
Post whatever you want. No one gives a shit except you.
And well, that's like kind of funny thing, isn't it? And there's talking about like streaming and stuff and those influencers, there's been, quite oftentimes those people talk about being depressed and that it's hard to put out content all the time because you've sort of made your audience believe you are a certain thing. And then you feel like you need to deliver on that all the time, and there's a lot of like pressure that's built up built up because of this. And you know, it causes a lot of people stress and anxiety and depression because of these things. And I know some of the biggest streamers talk about this. In fact, one that I watched not that long ago, who was interviewed and said the same thing. He's like, I get really depressed after streaming because it's just like hard to kind of be this personality.
And even like there's that whole thing of like some streamers have like a really nice setup, like, you know, it looks great in the framework, but then you step just out of it and it's like the corner of a room. It's like everything about it is so manufactured and fake.
Yeah.
That, like, you step just to the left of it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, this is just regular life.
Well, yeah. They're not special at all. But I was going to say, what of these examples do you feel like you do?
Okay. Can you read them back to me again?
Yeah. Going to the grocery store in your pajamas?
Yep, I've done that. Oh, in the equivalent, I guess.
Yeah. Because you obviously go to sleep in a 3-piece suit.
Yeah.
So. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Because I think I've mentioned, like, I live above a supermarket. So then when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, out of milk or cereal or something, just whatever. I'll go down and I don't care.
But I think there's like limits. So like running to the supermarket to get something quickly, I think is fine. If you're going out, say you have to go Christmas shopping, you're going to be there for some time. You go to I'd probably pop on some jeans. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
I think there are levels in my head to be like,
okay,
look, maybe I'll look slightly more presentable to the world if I'm going to be there for several hours and, you know.
Right, yeah. I mean, I think there's an element of it just comes back to how you want to feel about it, I think.
That's
too.
true.
You know, it's like, if I'm going to feel uncomfortable being in pajamas in front of so many people for so long, then...
And I do honestly think there's a psychological thing about dressing nicer as well. When you actually dress a little, and I'm talking about like t-shirt and jeans. I'm not talking about wearing a suit, though that is also like a further tier of it.
That's why you go to sleep in a 3-piece suit.
You feel a little more put together and determined if you go and actually put on clothes rather than stay in your pajamas, I feel.
Yeah.
And then again, you feel quite good. Like if you go to a wedding or something, you put on a suit and you don't often wear suits, you do feel quite good about yourself.
Yeah.
Because you've put in effort.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, here's another one. You like the song playing in the restaurant, so you sing along.
Yeah, I'd sing along to myself, I think.
Have you done it before though? Like, I don't even know if I've maybe a little bit.
I probably have.
I feel like this is it's hard to gauge at what level this person is kind of implying, like we were speaking about before. If I'm kind of like humming it to myself or whatever, or actually I think at work, right? Because I know that these people talk about this the guy over the other side of the office of me that just like sings quite a lot at his desk, and they kind of enjoy it. They think it's funny, but I was like, but would I do that at work, sing aloud? And I don't think I would. I whistle sometimes or hum, but I didn't think I would sing aloud at my desk.
I have actually, now that I think about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sometimes when I get into work, I'm the first one there, and I put on music.
Yeah.
But I'm normally sing along. And if people come in, I just continue singing what I'm singing.
Okay.
Though I probably stop it soon after.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that like, oh, this would be annoying.
Yeah.
If I'm not me.
Yeah. I think that's it. Just about gauging the annoyance of people around you. Sharing a controversial opinion online.
I mean, that's what this show is, really.
Yeah, pretty much. I do that all the time. Sometimes I just argue controversial opinions that I don't agree with online. Don't want to wear makeup out to a nice place?
Never. I never would not put on makeup out to a nice place.
I always feel like I have to.
Yeah.
I don't. I just feel that ugly.
You look in the mirror like, oh, geez, I could fix this.
I should for the sake of everybody else. Okay, that was all the examples they gave, basically. But be you.
Yeah, so I think that. But you be you.
You be you.
Just don't be detrimental to the lives of others.
Yes. Or do. Okay, let's get into Ask Reddit. Ask Reddit. This Ask Reddit is by Flex Tape Josephi. Sure. Now, this person, I want to say, is somewhat of a spirit animal of mine.
Okay.
Because last week I spoke about, what did we speak about? There was like an Ask Reddit. It was like, how do you feel about the, I don't know, people earning more money that are on minimum wage? Which wasn't it, but it could have very well been because it's just...
It's something that everyone agrees with.
That agrees with. And there was another one this week.
Now, so just quickly, I'm going to have to take the knife off you because you keep hitting your microphone stand. People don't... He's been flicking open this knife.
It's so people know.
Whole episode.
When you hear this, listeners... It's me playing with a knife.
It's making me very uncomfortable. Put it in your pocket, maybe. Oh no, he's got it out. He's threatening me with it.
Okay, I'll put it to the side.
Okay.
But still in arm's reach. I want you to know that. Can you put your arm out to see if you can reach it?
Nah, I'm too short.
I'm going to put a little bit further away.
Okay, the knife is down.
Okay.
The episode now, you're going to hear me feeling more relaxed throughout this episode.
For now, yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, I'm nice and relaxed.
Okay. Anyway, so, there was another how you'd feel question that like came up that was like super tough. And I was like, I hate these. Said, you know what I should do is put an Ask Reddit that says, how would you feel posts being banned? And this person's done bloody same thing. Said, how would you feel about a ban of how would you feel questions on the sub? And I thought, this guy was thinking exactly what I think. And he got a gazillion upvotes. He got, I can't even count, almost like maybe 20 like gifted awards.
Wow. So this proves two things. One, that people are also annoyed by them. And two, that the formula works.
And that it works.
Ask a really obvious how would you feel question.
Yeah.
And you get a lot of karma.
Exactly. So
has this done more good or more bad?
Oh my God.
What is it proven more?
Exactly. Because there's all these people out there that are thinking, oh, I should do a how do you feel post. Just look at this one.
Yeah.
They are the worst though. It's so annoying. But anyway, I just thought that was really funny because I had legitimately thought, I reckon like a day before, oh, I should post this. And
we did often talk about on, I think, last week's episode that we could just, if we wanted karma for the show's profile, we could just keep posting really easy how would you feel questions.
Yeah.
And gain all that karma.
Exactly. I'm actually pretty happy with the one that came before. How would you feel about the underpaid people getting paid more?
How do you guys feel about world peace?
Yeah.
Is that, yeah or no?
Controversial.
Change my mind. World peace is a good thing. that would also work. In the appropriate subreddit.
Yeah, obviously.
Shower thoughts.
Okay. This is another one. This is by Popta. I'm about to sneeze.
Oh my God, the anticipation. There it goes.
Okay.
That was a long gap between head tilt back in preparation and then head fling forward in sneeze.
Yeah. It wasn't.
It was so long I had to pad. Imagine if you had done that with a knife in your hands. You could have stabbed yourself.
Thank you for telling me to put the knife down. You've basically saved my life.
I think I have.
Okay. This is by Pop-Tart42W. The Pope slapped a woman on day 1 of 2020. World War III is trending on day 2. What will happen on day 3?
Wow, this is obviously a few days old.
Yes. We're up to day 5.
I mean, we talked about it earlier in this episode, but our 2020 in Australia so far has been quite bad.
Raining hellfire is day 3.
And then just raining today.
Yeah. Then raining, which put out the hellfire.
Yeah. I read somewhere just today that they estimate that nearly 500 million animals have died.
Whoa. 500 million?
500 million. About 500 million, yeah.
Oh my God. But are they counting...
That's like birds and stuff as well. Like
dogs, because I don't really count those.
Look, sadly, they probably are.
Probably are,
Yeah,
actually. I think it's really, it is like such a sad thing for the wildlife, really. You know, like they talk about death tolls of humans, you know, which I think is
19
thankfully
so
not
far.
huge. I mean, it's still horrible, obviously,
yeah.
but we've had fires before where it's been a lot more. So, you know, and they talk about the destruction of people's homes and obviously their material possession and stuff, but really, like, that's so many animals and it's so sad that is like the amount that it's affecting. Like that's enough to really F up a ecosystem.
It's an interesting, like, in fact, I would encourage people to look up. There's some really great infographics about the scale of the fires. There's the California wildfires, and above that, at about triple the size, is the Amazon fires, and then at about 4 times that is the Australian fires that are currently going on.
Yeah.
But then also the scale of like media attention worldwide that each of them get.
Right, yeah.
And it's kind of like this: the bigger the fire, the less attention it kind of gets worldwide. Obviously, our media is saturated with it.
Yeah.
Can't turn on the TV without, you know, like, and people like raising money, and there's a lot of really nice things happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is kind of interesting that largely, and I think it's got a lot to do with our leadership don't seem to be handling it super well and asking for that much aid from overseas and things like that as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Though weirdly, Pink, the pop star,
Oh, really?
donated $500,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah. Of all people, yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's not one that normally sticks out.
Yeah.
Does she do this to lots of things, or is like Australia quite
I feel like
dear
she's playing
to
in
her?
Australia every 2 weeks.
She does play here a lot.
Yeah.
It's because, I don't know whether you know this, guys, but when Pink plays here, and a lot of other artists in their concert, they'll say, Australia, sometimes Melbourne is the best city in the world. And you know they're being genuine.
But she is, because she's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I said
here's
Australia was the best.
But yeah, that's true. That is a horrible thing that's happening. Maybe we should get to 2021 where the Pope's nicer, obviously.
Yeah.
Did you see that, by the way?
I did see it, though. Yeah, look, there could have been a better way around it, but in the moment, like,
I loved it.
yeah.
Because
I think like she is like,
she's
like handling him
she
quite roughly.
yanks him like really hard, and he's not a young guy either.
He is within his right to be like, hey, stop that. I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, and he slapped her hand, so it's a little bit misleading when it says the Pope slapped a woman, which I'm sure a lot of people took to mean across the face.
Yeah.
And it's not even like, I don't even think he does it hard. He just kind of like taps her like maybe 2 or 3 times, a kind of thing.
Yeah.
The woman's face is hilarious too, I think, which is great.
But if we're talking about hand interactions, sorry to bring it back to the bushfires.
Oh, Campbell,
but
you're the downer.
if you want a bit of a laugh,
okay, yep. Not where I thought you were going with that.
look up. Our Prime Minister hasn't handled this super well. In fact, while it was happening, he went on a holiday to Hawaii, and then he went to the cricket and et cetera, et cetera. And people are saying, hey, there's a lot of people losing homes. Maybe you should be a little more empathetic. So he's gone to the bushfire ravaged place.
Yeah.
If you ever want to see like rural Australia telling their Prime Minister to his face to fuck off,
Yeah.
you should look at some of this footage. But there's really interesting footage of him forcing people to shake his hand.
Yeah.
Like
And
grabbing
that one
their hand
woman
into his hand, and another one with the firefighter again.
Oh, do you do it with the firefighter? It was so bizarre.
It's really odd.
It was like, because, you know, people are saying, oh, it was for a media photo opportunity. But I don't think that's true.
No.
Like, surely I think it's him being a bit of a...
I think it's him not reading human signals.
No, I think it's him sort of passive aggressively saying,
I'm here. What else do you want?
Well, you're being rude, like, in a way, you know, like I actually don't think it's him trying to get anything out of it. I think he's kind of saying, look, I'm trying to appreciate that you're in this situation. And like, I think he would do the same thing if there was no one around him, you know, because I think he was just like, you know, I get that you're annoyed, but
Well, there's one clip in particular I want to point people to, and if I can find it, maybe we'll put it in the show notes. But it's a news camera as a fire truck is going past.
It's the best.
And he stops on the brakes and he goes, "Oi, are you from the media?
Yeah.
Tell the Prime Minister to go fuck himself."
Yeah. It's the best.
Which has then been turned into that meme from The Simpsons, the Australian meme where the Prime Minister's just in the dam at the back of the thing. And he goes, "Hey, Mr. Prime Minister, go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
He really like slams on the brake
He
to stop
really
this, to stop, so the media can get this
He's
message
on his
from
way
him.
to fight a fire which is killing people and animals.
Another
and he
10
slams
animals
on
die.
the brake, yells out the window to a news camera just to tell the Prime Minister to go fuck himself.
Yeah. So good.
Anyway, that's
What
all
a-
the Australian politics we'll talk in
What
this
a
episode.
great country we live in. It's like the other thing that Hazim shared with us the other day, that Australia had been gone from open to narrowed viewed. They'd been downgraded. And it's like, well, when this sort of shit happens, it's not really that surprising, is it?
No.
Okay, I'm going to do one quick last one here, I think. This is... Okay, I'm going to do one quick last one that we'll talk about, and then one I think is hilarious after. Okay. This is by Leith Hedger.
Okay.
The real Leith Hedger. You're being interrogated, and so far you've held strong. What song do they play on repeat that breaks you?
Ooh. Oh. Now, I don't like a lot of songs, but I'm trying to think if there's a song that really, like, boils my blood. Like, I think,
Yeah.
I think I'm pretty passively against most songs, you know what I mean? I'm like,
Okay.
this song, ugh.
Ugh, not again.
But is there a song that I have to switch off?
Do you know
Because
what-
even like Bieber and stuff, which is most people's go-to.
Yeah.
Like it's all the same pop. Like
Yeah.
I don't think it's any worse than any other pop music that's coming out, really.
Yeah. Do you know what I think they could do for me? Which is, it's an opinion I shared with you the other night, but in terms of interrogation, they could just play all of Billie Eilish's songs. And I'd be like, oh, stop playing the same song over and over again. They'd be like, this is all her songs.
But it would be a real psychological test because at first you'd be like, this is not bad. I don't mind
exactly.
this.
Yeah.
And then as it goes on.
That's true. Because that was my comment to you the other day. I actually quite like her songs.
Yeah.
But they're all the same. But one that I think would eventually get to me is... Oh, I can't even remember the band. Oh, was it maybe like Smash Mouth? Might have been Smash Mouth.
All Star?
Which is... No, that'd be fine.
Okay.
Because
What's
it
a good
reminds
song?
me of Shrek. Is Why Can't We Be Friends?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because the lyrics are, why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? Why can't we be friends? It's like it's repeating the song without even needing to repeat. Imagine that on repeat.
Actually, you know what song I really don't like? Have you ever heard the song Gucci Gang?
Not
It's
sure.
very similar premise.
Okay.
It just repeats the word Gucci Gang again and again and again.
Okay, yeah.
There's like that era of like SoundCloud mumble rappers.
Yeah.
And it's very much in that
Yeah.
thing, and it's all about how he's part of the Gucci Gang.
Okay.
There's not much into that song.
And he says it over and
and
over
it's
again.
so popular.
How-
It's shocking.
How about this one, which I've only heard probably a handful of times, maybe not even like 2 or 3 times, is that pen, pineapple, apple, pen. I think that would get me after a while.
Yeah, that might get you after a while. Anything that's super repetitive. I think a lot of kids stuff would do that
Yes.
as well. 'Cause
Baby Shark. Oh my
Yeah, stuff
God.
like
that
that.
did do it. I broke.
Yeah.
I started just admitting things to people when they played that song.
I've been cheating on my taxes for 10 years.
Just stop the music. Yeah, I think that'd be good. But you know what would be actually the worst, I think, is like a song that I really like that I could actually listen to all the time is Uptown Funk. Right? I just, for some reason, that song, you know how people always say, oh, when, you know, a song is really good and popular, it gets overplayed. When that song came out, it was arguably to the same degree overplayed people would classify it as. I was like, no, I really like this. I'm really glad that it's getting played like every 5 minutes.
Play it more,
yeah. But I'm sure if I was being interrogated or something, and if it was the only song I heard for a week straight, I would hate it. And then that would be really annoying that like such a good song.
Psychological torture to you.
Yeah. Could ruin all the... maybe if they played Buffy the Vampire Slayer to me on, just over and over again. I'm like, I loved this at one stage. Now I associate it with torture.
Can I say, though, playing Uptown Funk for a week straight to you is the ultimate test, because after a week later... They're like, what do you think of Uptown Funk? And you're like, you know what? Still pretty good. I was like, that is a good song.
It's a great song, isn't it? Yeah. Honestly, me and all the other terrorists in the back tapping our feet. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to pretend then if this ever happens to me. They're like, what song do you hate? I'm going to say Uptown Funk.
Yeah.
Got it. Got them. Okay. This is the one that I thought was funny, but we shouldn't speak too long about.
Okay.
This is by Suck Your Mother, John.
Jesus.
This is in shitty ass Reddit, actually. It said, if women nipples should be censored and men nipples are okay to be shown, can we censor women's nipples with men's nipples?
Look, there's a logic there.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about that, Cambo. I want to see somebody do this. Because like even, if normally women with like tassels on their nipples, it's fine.
Because it is specifically the nipple.
It's the nipples.
Not the breast.
It's very strange. Anyway. Okay, let's get into Today I Learned. So now it's time for Today I Learned. Let's play the intro to that. Today I Learned. And also sometimes advice.
You were ready for that one.
I was ready for it. I was ready for it.
For those listening, Nelson signaled me being like, haha, I know what's coming.
I've remembered this time. Okay, so this first one I have is by Plank 601. This is Today I Learned. Today I learned that Japan has chosen Dragon Ball Z's Goku as an ambassador for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics.
Well, he would win, wouldn't he?
He would win everything, Cambo. Have you seen the episode where
he does the big Kamehameha for like 3 episodes?
I saw that one. I did think it would be funny if like in a lot of the promotional material, it's just him going, give me your energy.
That should be like, there should be a website, because prepping for the Olympics takes a long time, right? And instead of like a loading bar when it's ready, it is him building up a Kamehameha. And the closer he is to doing it, you're like, oh my God, the Olympics are so close.
Oh my God. And he could light the
that would be good.
Flame. Wouldn't that be awesome?
That would be good. If Goku lit the flame using a Kamehameha.
Oh my God, this is the best Olympics.
I would also, was it Charizard is the fire Pokemon?
Yeah.
I would also say I would like him to do it as well. That'd be good.
Is that Japanese? I mean, Pokemon's anime, right? So I suppose that it is Japanese.
I thought it was, but maybe that's just my kind of
I think it might be
ignorant assumption.
I think that might be true. Yeah.
Oh no, it can't be, because Ryan Reynolds was in it. It must be American.
Oh yeah.
Because America would not take something from a different culture and make it their own. They wouldn't.
That's
They invented Godzilla, for God's sake. Oh, that would be good, actually. Godzilla lighting it. There's so many good
fictional characters that could light.
What if we got Skippy the bush kangaroo?
Yeah. Well, at the moment, he could light it on fire.
Yeah. But like, as far as cultural icons, Japan has probably the most badass ones, right?
Well, they just made that up. Everybody else was like, well, what's around us? That'll be it. Japan was like, we got nothing. So let's make up some robots and shit that's just real cool. I appreciate what they're doing. I have nothing else to say about
that. It's good though.
So it was awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome.
And here's another one. This is by Rude Transition. Today I learned while Apple was buying rural land for a new building, one couple refused to sell their 1-acre plot of land they had originally purchased for $6,000. After rejecting every single offer, Apple just told them to name a price. They sold it for $1.7 million.
Good.
Great.
So good.
So, Camber, if there's one thing I want in life,
It's $1.6 million. You say this every time.
1.7, Camber. I will not settle for 1.6. It would be to buy low, sell high.
But what you want is a huge corporation to need something from
me.
We should set up a bot that just buys random domain names, and then hope one day some company needs that domain name.
Yeah. I bet. How about? Do you reckon? Okay, let's brainstorm on this at the moment because I think that's a great idea.
Like, what if you had accidentally brought Nike.com?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
They
need it.
Yeah. What if we? Do you reckon anybody's got www.thebestinternetsite.com?
Yeah, us.
Yeah. Oh my god, guys, don't steal our ideas. Don't buy our domain names.
Let's take it back to the Nike analogy. If we had Nike.com and it just redirected to our podcast,
oh my god,
the traffic you'd be getting.
Maybe that's what we should do as a sub-art. Maybe if we have Nike NICE, which I know is just nice now that I spell it out. .com. Maybe some people get confused.
Or like Nike with like 2 E's or something like that. Things that you think theoretically people could make a typo.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
Facebook with only 1 O.
Yeah, good. I feel like I don't even think I type in
That's the problem.
web addresses anymore.
You type F and it's like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. That's so true. You type in P and then it's like, I get it.
Write it if you didn't get that.
But yeah.
Obviously we'll have no men writing about that.
But yeah, I think we do need to. Do you think there's any, like, Australia has a lot of just land around we're not using. Should we buy it, Cambo? Should you buy it?
The land
under our name?
I mean, land still cost money.
Yeah. I mean, but you're not thinking about the upside when a corporation needs.
Because we buy low so high.
Yeah. Or what we could do maybe is get a job at Apple and just ask everybody where they're thinking of building next.
That's good. Yeah, we'll get a job, work our way up to be like advisors to Tim Cook.
Yeah.
Eventually, be like, Tim, just chatting you and me off the record.
Yeah.
Where are you thinking about expanding the campus
Or,
to?
hey, Tim, you know where you should build next is in Ferntree Gully in Australia. There's one property there I think is good. I don't know what it would be for. Like, it's maybe for those
it's for the campuses.
server farms or our campuses.
Well,
okay.
yeah, actually, it could be a server farm as well.
Because these people bought their property for $6,000. That must be pretty rural. And I know that server farms are quite often in rural areas.
Yeah, you might be right there.
So
If it's rural.
maybe something like that.
But yeah, I know like
$6,000. They pay $6,000 for their property. Man, I want to just buy that.
Well, that's because
Build a house there.
The Melbourne housing market is not as comparable to rural America, I don't think.
Yeah. We could probably buy something pretty cheap in Australia. I reckon. Pretty far out.
Yeah, we probably could. Oh, I mean, at the moment.
Well, yeah. Depends if you like marshmallows, I guess.
Yeah.
That's real worth it. Okay, here's another one, Kim. This is the last one. This is going to be some advice.
Well, sometimes we do advice, as the theme song states.
Yeah. It's very jarringly so. This is by Gibbler Goblin. How do I propose to my wife?
Get down on one knee, ask him if they'll be your wife.
That's such a...
If he doesn't even know that, is he ready for that kind of commitment?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
That is a good point, actually. If you're not sure.
I would say that planning a wedding much more difficult.
If you maybe don't just plan the wedding, and that's the proposal.
Oh. Oh, so the girlfriend
Yeah.
goes straight to wife.
Straight to wife. Don't even have the in-between. It's unnecessary anyway.
It really kind of is.
I mean, wasn't that the point that it was like engagement didn't exist?
No,
at one point.
and then the diamond. Oh, there was a
De Beers.
De Beers.
Yeah,
Started a campaign 1 year.
yeah. It was like,
for the, like,
but that was
the-
specifically the diamond ring. But yeah, but it was engagement as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I think. Well, because
It was like,
I
if
guess
you
the
really
term-
want to marry him, give him a pre-ring.
Yeah, yeah. Because I think maybe the, I mean, I guess the engagement like term did exist when it was like arranged marriages and
Yeah,
stuff.
I
And
guess
like,
so, yeah.
you are going to marry this person. So I guess that's like an engagement of sorts.
But
But
yeah, the formal engagement as we know it.
yeah.
The what is it? The like 3 months salary or whatever. What's the rule?
I don't know.
Something like that.
fucking ridiculous.
Especially if you're, man, imagine if you're like a multi-billionaire.
Oh my God.
Where would you find a ring worth that much?
You know how there's like, you know, they say like in the center of Jupiter is just like
That's
a huge diamond.
Earth-sized diamond.
Yeah. You're like, hey, I bought you Jupiter. Maybe we should buy Jupiter. Then when a corporation needs
When some billionaire needs that ring for his fiance.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's going to cost you.
Yeah.
He paid $6,000 for it.
Yeah.
You want 1.7.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think you just need to go straight to wedding. Don't need anything else.
Yeah, don't
Do you
propose.
reckon
Just
you
make a
could
wedding.
Do you reckon you could do that with your current girlfriend? Let's say. Do you reckon you could set up an entire wedding without her knowing, and then one day she just rocks up at this place. Her friends pick her up in a limo.
Yep.
They're all dressed to go to a wedding.
But they do that anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
They often
well,
get around in a limo.
That's good.
Dressed to the nines. And
Can-
her in a wedding dress.
Man,
That's the
this is
hardest
going to
bit.
be way easier than I thought it was going
That's
to
the
be.
hardest bit, isn't it? For the friends to be like, hey, pop this on.
Yeah.
Where are we going? Nowhere. Pop this on.
Well, I think you could. This is how you do it. Okay, you do it Wallace and Gromit style. You know where Wallace and Gromit slides out of bed and
Yeah.
into his clothes.
Yeah.
What you do is you get to the wedding area, and all their friends. You go to one of those, those Crocs playgroups where they have big slides but there's like 4 in a row. So her friend's like, hey, we'll go down at one time.
Yeah.
And then, bam, straight into the wedding dress.
Yeah.
She pops up. She's like, what the hell am I wearing?
It would
And
make
then-
it easier then if the wedding is also at the Crocs playgroup.
Yeah, no, I think that's that's what I'm saying here. But
Yeah.
I'm saving you a lot of money on venue. Flawless
Yeah, it's good.
plan.
Look forward to that happening very soon.
Because I don't know if you know this, but once someone's in a wedding dress, they can't back out. So
Is that why the movie Runaway Bride is such trash?
Yeah.
Like, lies!
like you guys, you literally can't do this. So
That's why you protested that movie.
yeah. I picketed it outside all the cinemas. Yes. Anyway, let's get into shower thoughts.
Shower thoughts, shower thoughts, shower thoughts.
This shower thought is by 256 Moine. 256. Milk is the only bodily fluid that we are allowed to drink in front of everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it depends if you're Bear Grylls.
No, then he can bloody drink anything.
Yeah,
Mate.
anyway. And he does. In front of everyone.
In front of everyone.
He's
Everyone.
like, take this and show it to everyone.
Yeah. At any point in time, somebody can just watch us. I think it's
But it
pretty, but it
depends.
depends what milk. I
Yeah.
mean, if somebody was drinking breast milk as a baby, fine. As an adult, not so good.
Well, I was about to say this. It's only like they make it sound like you're talking about human bodily fluids.
Yeah.
But no, that's not. Yeah, human milk unacceptable from like how old did baby like a year? I don't know how long babies breastfeed.
I think.
for.
I mean, well, you can breastfeed infinitely,
Yeah, that's
basically.
true.
So
But should you? No.
Yeah. But I think maybe like max might be 3, and that's like real max,
Right.
I reckon. Before you're you've gone too far. Like people are looking at you weird because you're breastfeeding your 3-year-old child.
But that's even of an animal. Like, what else from an animal? What other bodily fluids are you really going to consume?
Well, we eat the meat. Is
But
there
that-
not fluid inside that?
I guess so, in a sense. So write that back.
Right. Okay.
I bet you that's like the top comment as well. There's technically fluids in the meat of an animal.
yeah. Something stupid like that. How about this, which is maybe like acceptable in the right context? Because think about blood.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, gross, don't drink blood of animal or human. But pop it in an IV drip. All of a sudden becomes fine.
And is that being ingested or consumed?
Well, it's maybe not. This says drink specifically. So,
If you
I mean,
go
you're
to
not
a doctor
drinking it.
and he's like, you need more blood, drink
Drink
this.
this. Yeah.
You've gone to the wrong doctor.
Yeah, you've gone to Count Doctor.
Yula. Count Dr. Yula.
I'm glad you finished that off. I was like, oh, I've kind of failed with this name. You brought it back, Kemper. Thank you very much.
Now it's really funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you ever drink blood normally? People drink like animals' blood, right?
There's blood pudding.
Blood pudding.
Yeah.
And that has blood, right?
Yeah. I mean, I assume. I've never had it, but the name would suggest, unless it just looks like blood.
It could just be one of those things that look like blood.
And on Halloween, you're just never sure. Because things look like brains and blood and stuff that you're consuming, but they taste good. But
Yeah.
maybe they do taste good.
Yeah.
We've never eaten a brain to know. Maybe it does taste kind of like jelly.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
They could do. Okay, here's another one. This is by Sea Dolphin. One brick is good for attacking, but a lot of bricks are good for defending.
A lot of bricks are also really good for attacking.
A lot of bricks are great for attacking.
You push a wall on someone. Oh my God.
I would say if you had the same amount of bricks that somebody's used to defend and you use those to attack, at the end, you would have more bricks left over than they do from their defense.
And
what I mean by this is let's say I get a catapult and I put in a few of the bricks. If you fling a few bricks at a wall of bricks, you're going to break through that wall with far fewer bricks.
And then, are you suggesting, though, when the wall breaks and those bricks fall, they're now your bricks?
They're my bricks to use as weapons.
People have not thought. We should write a sequel to The Art of War.
Yeah.
It's called The Art of War, brackets, Brick Edition.
Brick
It's
edition.
like, look, the other one was a bit airy-fairy, and it didn't really give you strategy.
Yeah.
We're talking about specifically how to defeat someone using bricks.
Are you on a construction site and you've started a war? Although bricks, some of the fancy bricks these days have the holes in the middle. Not as good for attacking.
Yeah. Structurally a little weaker.
Yeah. I mean, still good for attacking, but just not as good.
If you hit someone over the head with one,
Yeah.
you'd still probably kill them.
Yeah. And really, don't you need to defend with bricks? You need like cement to really firm that up. If somebody just stacks bricks on top of each other,
and you hit them with more bricks.
you push that brick of that wall of bricks onto them. So
It's essentially a big old game of Jenga at that point.
yeah, that's right. So this is what I'm saying: never use bricks for defending.
Only use glass.
And in fact, there is the saying: the best defense is a good offense.
Yeah.
Get those bricks.
So you're saying
attack.
never defend, only attack?
Only attack. With whatever you got. If that's bricks, so be it. Here's another one. This is by Passably Ignorant. If society collapsed, Amazon warehouses will be fought over fiercely for being giant, real-life loot boxes.
Yeah. That would be a good zombie apocalypse strategy, wouldn't it?
Go to, yeah.
Like an Amazon warehouse.
Yeah.
We're a little shit out of luck in this country. There's only like a handful here.
Yeah.
Even so. Now we know.
Now we know.
And what do we take with this?
Yeah.
Bricks.
So many
There's
bricks.
probably bricks, yeah.
We're obviously going to go to the warehouse. What do you call it? Like Home Depot warehouse
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That's where all the bricks are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Do you reckon though? Zombie apocalypse time. What's the best thing you're hoping to get from a Amazon warehouse that you're like, this'll help?
New TV.
Oh yeah.
You can finally go 4K, Nelson.
Yeah. Now that you mention
Yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
that's
you can
how.
watch the news coverage of the zombie apocalypse in high definition.
Yeah, might help with clues.
Yeah.
By being able to see detail.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to convince all the other survivors that I've gathered with.
So you finally got to the warehouse, Nelson. What are you thinking? We can all have a new TV.
Guys, all of us.
What's one each?
Nelson, why are you watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer on your TV? I thought this was for the news.
They've upscaled it. It's now in 4K. I mean, obviously it doesn't look as good because it wasn't filmed in 4K, but it's pretty good.
But Sarah Michelle Gellar. Am I right, guys? Huh?
Oh my God, the zombies are broken in.
We should use those bricks to shore up the door. Yeah, see, I'm thinking there's not much, actually, in a warehouse.
They say that they're loot boxes, essentially.
Yeah.
Like
This is just for. This actually isn't a zombie apocalypse. It's just if society collapsed.
Which is, it's close.
Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, this is the last one I'm going to do.
Okay.
Share thoughts. This is by Vary's Goat. Nudists must have trouble cleaning their glasses. Think about that, Kimbo.
Yeah, you would need some kind of shampoo and conditioner to get your hair to the texture of a microfiber cloth.
Okay.
In some way. And then obviously grow your hair a little longer.
Okay. Yeah.
And then obviously stay out of any situation which could add grime to your hair. Or just have a microfiber cloth sewn into your hair would also work, I guess. Or is that clothing?
Here's what I think. Wearing glasses, not nude.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Take those off. I don't care that you can't see.
Contact lenses also.
No contact lenses. No, nothing.
Okay,
Can
what?
be.
Hearing aid?
No. Not allowed.
What if it's internal like a pacemaker?
Pacemaker? No, sir. Ew, clothes. So these are some of the things you have to weigh up if you're going to become a nudist.
Yeah.
If you do eventually need a pacemaker, you
have to get Nelson is what's called an extreme nudist.
a pure nudist, I think.
A pudist.
Yeah. Also, if you get a bit dirty, clothes. Anyway, I actually did read a long time ago about, I think it was on Reddit. There was somebody asking, people in nudist colonies, how do you hide a boner or something like that? And somebody said that they were, I'm not sure how it came up actually, but I just remember I was reading this guy's post. He said his family were nudists and he was a young kid, and so naturally you're going to get a lot of boners. But he said you would quite often have a towel that people would just sort of carry around with them, and the idea was that you would sit on the towel because obviously I guess you don't want to, they're still conscious of germs and things like that, I guess. So but so then you could use that to hold in front of you and maybe hide a boner or
Boner towel.
It was like I think it's really funny. It's like the in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
always
carry a towel.
Rule number 1.
Yeah, turns out he's nudist.
Like Douglas Adams was a nudist.
He was a nudist. But yeah, I thought that was really funny. So clean, have one part of that towel microfiber. That's fine. Also,
wearing a towel nude.
Fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because it's in Hitchhikers.
It's in Hitchhikers. All right, Campbell, let's get into podnapping.
Podnapping.
This is Podnapping, where we nap a pod. We take a topic of conversation or a segment from another podcast and we do it ourselves. Or in my case, we create my own podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing recently a series of where I've just come up with the names of the podcast first, of the podcast segments, and then have had the listeners to vote on it.
Yep.
This week's one was... it was a new one. So every week I take out the one that was done and put in a new one. And it was, sounds to me like someone didn't go to listening school. Which I was pretty proud of.
Yeah.
But there was also, here's a blank, there's a blank, everywhere's a blank on the list.
On the list.
There'll be a new one. I put up the poll on any sort of social media. Mm-hmm. You can go and check that out. So feel free to vote on that.
Yeah.
And this week...
And just quickly, I do encourage people to vote for names in which your Sean Nelson hasn't thought of an idea.
Yeah. This one was actually a little easier to do. Like, I hadn't thought it through.
Yeah.
But then I came to a conclusion pretty quickly after. So, sometimes I surprise myself. But this week we have a very special guest. Hey, Stacey! We have Stacey.
That ought to do it.
Yeah. We have Stacey Canberra's girlfriend helping out with us this week because we needed an adjudicator of sorts. Mm-hmm. So the idea of what we're going to do is we're going to do sound charades.
Okay.
So one of us is Stacey has written a list of sounds. Mm-hmm. We're going to pick them up one at a time.
Yeah.
I've asked her to also put some maybe harder, a bit obscure ones in there.
Sure.
And so you do the sound and I have to guess what that sound is.
Right. And then if you get it wrong, we claim, well, it looks like someone didn't go to listening
I'm
school.
so glad you're on the same page as I. The person at the end who has the most points can say as smugly as possible.
Okay, yeah.
Sounds to me like somebody to go to listening school.
Okay, well, first of all, Stacey, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. It only took me 2 years of dating one of you to be invited on the show, so that's great.
Well, you dated the other one for 2 years and it didn't happen. So
Yeah.
And yet he was the one that was actually invited me on the show, so...
I've tried to get you on the show.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Well, maybe I remember wrongly.
To be honest, regardless of the quality, I do actually quite enjoy listening to the show, but I hate the sound of my own voice. So this episode might be pretty painful for me to listen to.
You're going to pause it at this point.
Yeah, I might just skip it.
And be like,
I've lived it. I don't have to.
I remember what happened.
Forget it.
Okay, so it is sound charades.
Yeah.
And we take it in turns, like one.
Yeah, we take it in turns.
Okay.
And so Stacey's going to judge because I was saying the problem is let's say the sound is like meow from a cat or a cat.
Yep.
And I did a great meow.
Yep.
And then you said, "Oh, dog."
Right.
But I should get the points.
Because the sound
is quite accurate. And I thought even in the sense that maybe I do a really spot on sound, but you just can't quite get it. I still feel like I deserve points.
So what happens if you do a great sound and Michael gets it? Do you get a point as well for doing such an amazing sound?
I think I think I should get the...
So it's
point.
really...
I didn't really think this through.
so what you're saying is...
Because I think the person doing the sound should get the point.
Is there a way in which no one gets a point? You do a bad sound and I don't get it, no point. You do a good sound, I don't get it, 1 point.
Yeah.
You do a good sound and I get it, we both get a point.
Yeah, but then we could be on even points at the end.
Right, yeah.
That's the problem. But I think maybe that's the way we should do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
This seems well thought through and
Okay,
with
how
no
about
flaws.
bad sound, but you guess it, point to the guesser.
Okay.
But no point to the... So you're going to have to judge that too. If you're like, this doesn't sound anything like it, but somebody gets
Well,
it.
then it must. That's so flawed because it must sound like that. He got it.
I'm not the adjudicator, you are, sir.
This is going to be awful. Who wants to go first?
Oh, Nelson, it's your podcast. Maybe you should go first.
I'll go first. Okay. All right, how do this?
Just before I try and answer,
Yeah.
good representation of what that was?
That wasn't too bad.
It sounds like a wind tunnel to me. Like,
But you didn't think about the
oh,
at
yeah,
the start.
That's a good point. The whatever that slurping was.
I don't know how to do that sound.
Oh, is it like a kettle or a jug?
Yes, boiling kettle.
Okay, 2 points.
2 points.
Yep.
Well done.
Are you
Okay.
keeping score?
Yes.
I bet we keep score as a team because I don't trust myself. 1-1.
Dun dun.
Oh, is this Netflix? That was good. That was good. I like that. Okay.
What do you got, Nelson?
Okay. Well,
You can't do hand actions
yeah, I know. I feel like I'm
because I
drinking.
can sense you want to do that.
Okay.
Can I have it again, please?
Okay. No, that was bad. That second one was better.
Okay. Because that one had a clear pop. Okay, so something pops at some point. Is it shaking up? Is it like shaking up a can and then releasing it, or shaking up like a champagne bottle?
Yeah, champagne bottle.
Hey!
Yeah, popping a champagne cork.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Are we got max points so far?
Yeah,
it's
you're,
good.
doing, you're doing well. I think these get harder.
Okay.
Yeah.
good. That's
Okay.
good.
Yeah, this one here. God, how
Go
do
on,
you?
make that sound with your mouth.
I almost did a hand motion.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna need that one again.
Okay. It's really hard to do. I don't love your chances.
But this is something that Nelson, of the two of you, should get.
Okay.
I can do it a third time.
I do need it a third time. Oh, rolling dice?
Yes! Come on! Now, can I ask, how did you get that? Because it's such a hard sound to make. Because it's so many clangs like at once that you can only do so many with your mouth.
I don't know why, but for some reason it was like the at the start.
Yeah, the shaking.
I was like, that sounds like shaking dice.
I was going to go ahead and say that was not a good sound and not give you a point, but
But now,
Well, that sucks. How do I get ahead?
But, like, can you think of a better way to do the die sound? Because I really did between doing them again, and I couldn't think of a better way to. Because there's so many clangs in such a short time when you roll the die.
Yeah.
you've just made
I just thought basically the same thing. Okay. All right.
I also enjoyed that you made the hand movement under the table.
I did. Psychologically, I kind of had to get into them.
Okay.
Popcorn?
Oh, nah. I did too many, which made you think of it. Okay. It needs to be more like I don't think it's hard to do any more than that. I feel like.
Okay, can I get it one more time? Is it like a sauce thing? It sounds like popping the lid and then squirting sauce.
No. Okay, I don't think you can get this one.
Yeah, what is it?
It's popping bubble wrap.
Oh, you know what? Because I don't know why, but I thought of that very briefly before I said popcorn. And then I was like, no, that's too obvious.
Too obvious.
Because it seemed like it would be too simple to do.
Okay, yeah,
But
yeah.
I've overthought it.
Because I tried to do more. Because, you know, like you pop one, just sounds like a pop.
Yeah.
But then, you know, when you try and like scrunch.
Yeah.
I tried to represent that.
Yeah.
Turns out that sounds like popcorn.
And to be fair, you actually think, now that I know that's what, I think that first sound effect was actually quite good.
Oh, okay. So, do I get a
But
point?
I'm not the adjudicator here.
Yeah, I'll give you a point.
Okay.
Oh, yes!
So what are we up
So
to?
I'm up by one.
You're up
Let's
by
just
one.
work out what everyone's up by.
Okay. Okay. No.
Okay. That wasn't good, you're saying.
It wasn't terrible, but the start was better than the end, I think.
Can I guess already?
Yeah.
Lighting match?
It is lighting match.
I'm bloody great at this. I've gone to listening school.
Oh my God, you didn't say it to me.
What?
I didn't get the sound of the bubble wrap.
What?
I didn't get the sound of the bubble wrap.
Yeah.
You need
No,
to-
I thought it's just at the end.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And you say it the most smug you possibly
gotcha.
can.
How could
okay?
you not understand these rules? Are so concrete and easy to understand.
It's so very simple. Oh my God, you know what? I just had this horrible feeling. Oh no, we're recording, Stacey. Never mind. Oh boy, that could have been
probably
awkward.
improve the show.
Yeah.
That's the last thing we need is more sound issues.
Okay. I think this one should be easy-ish.
A zip?
Yeah. I feel like, do I need to be more specific? I mean, I don't know how to do that more specific.
I feel like that's fine.
Okay, it was zipping up a jacket.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a zip.
It's one of those
Like,
sounds where,
how does a zip and zipping up a jacket sound that different?
because I feel like maybe if it's a fly, it's like a zip. But if it's a jacket, it's like a zip.
Oh my God. What is this show become?
Okay, can I have that one again? Oh.
Oh, actually, I just realized I've kind of done the opposite to what this is.
Yep.
Oh.
I was going to say, it doesn't sound great.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you do it? Okay.
No, hand
put your
wriggles,
hand down.
hand wriggles. I get the intent, like the reason why that it's very tempting to use your hands.
That's about the sound it makes. But the
How
opposite,
sure of you?
but the
You're
opposite of
back.
that is.
Okay. So I feel like this, you're either like turning on or off something. Mm-hmm. The first one sounded more kind of like could be like a lawnmower or something. Okay. So like, but that's a bit more of like a, I don't know, motory sound. Okay, you need to give it to me again.
Okay.
That sounded different from all three
much worse.
sounds that you've done.
I don't know what that one was, but that's my sound.
Okay. Turning off a stove
No,
or barbecue.
That was a needle going onto a record player.
Oh.
And when I initially did a needle going off a record player, like a record scratch, which is.
Yeah. Okay.
But then I realized I was doing the opposite to it. But that's a lot easier to do than
That's true.
Because
It's a difficult one.
It just kind of creates like a white noise. like it doesn't.
Yeah. Actually, that's pretty good. Now that I know it and you
There's
say
a
that again.
scratchiness to it before the music starts, I feel.
That's more when you turn it off. It scratches more because
I
normally the
feel
needle
like
just
there
goes
is
down to a point.
Yeah,
There's a
there
bit of a
is.
scratchiness.
It makes like a tiny little thud with white noise. Goes like that when you turn it on.
Well, I don't know. What did you think of that adjudicator?
I thought it was no good.
Okay. I'm up again. Actually, I don't think I got a point.
No.
We just nobody got points.
But you still went up.
Still what up? Okay. I feel like this one could be easy. Sorry.
Isn't a man having a nervous breakdown?
Man questioning what he's done with 171 weeks of his life.
Yeah. Is it a car changing gears?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like that was an easy one.
Yeah.
Okay. I reckon this one you should be able to get as well.
Okay.
That was not bad. Actually, that was not bad.
Okay.
It's a tough sound to get.
Sorry, go again.
I think this is an easier sound to make, but a tougher sound to guess.
Well, to be honest, I felt that about a lot of these, and you've been doing very well.
Okay.
Well, Nelson obviously slightly better.
By one. Okay. I think I might have to give up on this one. Give me one more time.
Okay. Okay. What if? Yeah, I'll do it one more time. And then if you can't guess it, you'll forfeit a point. But I'll do it an even easier context of it. If that makes sense.
Okay.
But it'd be so easy that I don't think you should get a point for it.
Okay.
But just see if you
Sure.
can guess it.
Yeah. Man, that's so. I feel like that sound seems generic.
It is a bit of a generic sound.
Okay.
And I feel like it would be like in a sound effect library. It'd be like one of the more downloaded sound effects.
Yeah. I'm going to say. I don't know.
Okay.
I like wind, maybe, or something like that.
No.
Like a breeze.
This is the way easier context version of this, but you wouldn't get a point. Well, this is amazing. What's going to happen next?
Oh, like a. I just didn't really know. It's like a transition thing, like a swipe or something.
It's a swipe in a way.
That's generous.
Oh, okay. So not
Wow,
a swipe.
I'm really enjoying this book.
I don't think that's helping, but maybe it is. Okay, what
I
is
feel like
it?
that. It's
What is
turning
it?
the page of a book.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What are you talking about? How does it sound if not?
No, I mean, I think that is a good sound that you can make with your mouth. Very hard to get, I think.
Yeah. That's what I
otherwise.
said. Easier to make, harder to guess.
Yeah.
Can you please make the sound of the page turning, and I can make a judgment on whether he did a good
Oh,
job or
Okay,
not?
yeah.
Okay.
If you do it better than me, then I don't
Okay.
get a point.
Now I feel like I have to do it differently. Because I did think it was good. Okay.
That sounded
No.
basically the same.
Basically the same.
I
I
give
tried
the
to
point
be more of
Michael.
a rather than a.
Does that mean we're now equal points?
Yep.
And if we come
God.
out joy, do we have to say it at the same time?
Yeah, I only have a
Then
couple
I think
left.
we get judged on who can say the
More
saying
smugly.
more smugly.
So I've got 4 left. 2 are reasonably easy. 2 are a little bit harder. Do you want the easier ones first?
Yeah, okay, let's do the easy ones first,
Yeah.
and then we'll end on the hard ones. Okay. Oh, God, this is an easy one. Okay. It's going to be hard to not do the mouth move, the action for this.
Is it taking a bite out of something?
Yes.
Something specific?
Yes.
An apple?
Yes. Good.
And now, to be fair, that didn't sound like an apple, but that was just the first thing I thought of, like taking a big bite.
Yeah.
No,
Opening a can. It is. Yeah.
It's because you did the full hand action under the table.
It's hard not to do the hand
It's
actions.
really, like, psychologically, you need to act it out to get into it.
Yeah. Oh boy, yeah, this is hard one. Oh boy. Okay, I feel like I can do
We're
it.
even right now, so these are the ones that are really
I'm
clench
going to
it.
keep my hands behind my back. No. Nope. Oh man, I feel like I can hear it in my head way better than it's coming out of my mouth. I'm sort of
That's
okay
pretty
with
good.
that. Yeah.
Okay. Is it walking in something?
No. But I could see it's kind of also sounds like walking on gravel, kind of.
Are you able to do it one more time for me? So it's a repeated motion, it sounds like. It sounds like, is it like grating something? Or chopping something? Grating something?
You're close. You're very close. I
don't
feel like even the timing in between is accurate.
Okay. Okay. Because normally, because you could grate something on like that. So
Yeah.
what?
But it is a form of grating, sort of. Yeah.
Shaving. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. It was grinding pepper.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to have a go at doing that sound? And then Stacey can.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Pepper. We have a special one that says pepper when you do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And that was very accurate, so I think I get the point.
Nelson gets the point.
Okay. So in order for me to win now, you have to do a bad sound that I get. Wait. I'm still uncertain of the rules. This is the last one.
No, you're up a
boy.
point.
Didn't we get even? Or did
Yeah,
we-
but you just got a point.
she
then,
just
'cause
gave you a
thought-
Oh
point.
yeah, I
for
know.
pepper.
But I mean, yeah.
This sound, again, I think it's like the turning a page. I think it's going to be, I'm speaking before I make it, it's going to be easier to make, but much harder for you to guess because the sound isn't super unique to this one thing. This
Okay.
one thing just makes this sound.
Okay.
It's not wrong.
Okay. Go again.
I think the sound is too big.
Well, it depends on, because this can be varying sizes as well. This is the problem.
Go classic.
Okay.
Oh God, this is so many layers. This
know.
one.
Well, actually, it's more like there's a bit of an echoing effect to the sound in a way.
Okay. So it could be like dropping something, but maybe something like sort of specifically dropped or like used in like go again.
Okay. And you notice I'm going to help you out a little bit. There's various bangs there. It's not just one.
Yeah. Okay, one more time.
I think it's getting worse every time. The slight problem with this, I might add, is there's actually several sounds that happen at the same time, which is very hard to represent.
You're mashing your hand across a soundboard.
Yes.
I don't know. The spilling of rocks.
You're not far off.
Of marbles.
That was the Jenga blocks falling over.
Oh!
So what I'm saying is there's the blocks hitting each other, but then there's also them
Yeah.
scattering around the table, and they happen kind of at the same time.
Okay, yeah, that's tricky.
But you see what I mean? It's kind of a generic sound, but it does. This one thing does specifically make that kind of generic sound.
Okay, yeah.
So that you didn't guess it, but do I get a point for the sound?
I'll have Nelson recreate the sound.
Okay. Oh boy. Jenga.
Oh,
Sorry, I had this Jenga sandwich. Jenga. Okay. It needs to be more. Wooden sound.
I think yeah. It's like kind of hollowy wood. I think because we all know what it is, maybe it will help you to do the hand gesture.
It will help me think. I don't know how you do a hand gesture.
I'm giving him an advantage that I didn't have.
For everybody at home, I just mimed pulling out a block in the Jenga tower. Okay.
No,
No, it didn't sound good.
it was quite. That one was quite blobby.
Yeah. Because I put a L.
Yeah.
Kablammo. I don't know. I think in terms of
it's your judgment now. Who did it better? Neither of them were fantastic.
I know, which makes me not want to give you the point, to be honest.
to either of us. Oh,
okay. Well, I think that's unfair. The thing was, I think I should get the point unless he can do it better. But now you're just revoking the point.
I just think that.
Wait. Now you have to do the sound.
Okay. If
you can do it better. That was part of the rules from the beginning. We said that if there was a dispute, we could get back to the adjudicator.
Actively award Michael a point.
Okay.
But that means that you guys tie.
Yes, which means
Okay,
it's smug
so
off.
we've gone to the tiebreaker rules.
Okay.
Which is
I think since it's your game, you go first, and I need to out-smug you.
okay. So it sounds to me like someone didn't go to listening school. Okay? Sorry, I'm on the verge of laughing. Okay. Sounds to me like someone didn't go to listening school.
Okay, quite bombastic. All right. I need to get in the right posture.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like someone didn't go to listening school.
You were much more disappointed in me. I felt that.
But I felt like I put myself way above you by talking down to you in that sense.
I see. Well, you're the adjudicator who did
was
it more smug.
Is this the hardest decision I've ever had to make? I feel like Cambo was smugger.
Get out of here. Get out of here, Stacey.
I mean,
Nelson was louder.
If she thinks I'm smug, I mean,
Fine. I mean, I thought I did a better.
Because I think you went for like the louder, more sarcastic, but I went for the I'm disappointed in you because I think I'm better than you, Tony.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Whatever.
No, does that mean I win?
I think you've won.
Yes. I don't think I've
Now
ever
you
won
can
a
say it
Podnapping that you've ever done.
Now you can wear it smugly again, properly.
Wait, say the line?
Yeah, because you've won.
Oh, Nelson, sounds like someone didn't go to listening school.
Sorry. Thank you, Stacey.
Thank you, Stacey.
for helping
Thank you,
us out.
boys.
I appreciate it. Next week, there's going to be another one that you're involved with.
Can't rule it out.
Yeah, it's the podcasting segment is going to be Jenga sounds. Anywho, now we can get on to the Ask Me Anything.
Yes.
Where listeners of the show, just like you, listener, can write in and ask us anything you want.
Now, I have on here from Cousin Rowan. He's referencing something that came up a couple episodes ago. He says, gentlemen, some very interesting dialogue in relation to shit. I'll definitely be using fish shit in the future, which, as we decide, I think was like if something's inconsequential. Is that right? Like
Yep.
just fish shit?
Yep.
FYI, camel shit is very useful. It's so dry, you could use it to start a fire. Rowan, very poor taste, mate, at the moment. The country's on fire. Was this you?
Oh, no.
I always seem to cook too much pasta for the amount of sauce. AMA 98.0. What is something you always seem to get wrong? Cheers, Cousin Rowan.
That is true.
Yep.
I actually do the same thing, I think. I always cook. I actually cook, I think, too much sauce. Because I don't know. It's hard to say. It's like I start with the sauce.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, that's a lot of sauce that
Yeah.
I've made. And so I'm like, well, I better equal that with a lot of pasta.
Yeah.
And then I go, oh, I've got way too much pasta. Like I totally agree with that same thing. I always end up with way too much more. Or rice even. And like I just always end up with way too much rice.
And the thing is, like, you can buy those little individual cups of rice. And I'm always like, that's not enough rice.
Yeah,
Look
yeah.
how small that cup is. And then I heat it up, and it's the right amount of rice.
Yeah, that's true. Here's something that everyone gets wrong.
Yep.
which way to plug in the USB the
Yeah.
first time.
Yeah.
Okay? Nobody gets that right.
No one ever.
Everybody.
And the thing is, it doesn't even matter if you stop before and look at the USB and look at the plug and go, this is the way.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work. You always need 3 times to plug in the USB, okay? Because you actually did have it right the first time. That's the worst part
The
about
moment you doubt yourself and flick the USB around, you've lost.
You've lost. Force it in there. Do you remember hearing? I don't know if we spoke about it on the podcast. No, I don't think we did. But the guy who invented the USB.
Yeah.
He was like that.
no,
that
no,
port.
no one will get this.
No. He said he could have just made it so that it worked either way. And he really regrets now making it so that it only went one way.
And that's what USB-C is now. It doesn't matter what way you put it in. It's just a round, like a not circle, but it's rounded. It's a rounded plug. You put it in any way you want.
Yeah, that's right. What is something you always seem to get wrong?
We always get Sweden, Switzerland wrong.
Oh my God,
Every
Cambo.
single time.
I don't think I've told this yet, and I know that I'm pretty sure you might have seen the email. We had somebody write in regard to the Secret Santa.
Yes.
And I said to them something about the fact that they are in Sweden. Oh, because I might be going to Sweden later this year to the Dota 2 World Championships. Yeah. And I said, oh, hey, you're from Sweden. What, if there's some advice or whatever, or things like this. And he said, oh, I'm not sure if there's some confusion because of my English, but I'm from Switzerland. I was like, oh my God. This was a case of just legitimately misreading where he's from. Because obviously it's I know the difference between the words. Yeah. But I just thought it was so funny that I just managed to confuse them again in a weirder context. So, yes, that we always get wrong.
Always get it wrong.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know. I feel like there are a lot of things. Oh, you know what kills me? This is one that happens all the time. When I'm at home, there's the lights to the lounge room. There's one that's towards the TV and ones that are further back. And normally when I cook dinner, I'll put my meal down and then I'll turn on the lights and I'll be like, okay, I want the one that's closer to the TV.
Yeah.
And in my mind, it's one of those occasions where you know the right way, but you also know the wrong way, and then so you just kind of convince yourself that it's the wrong way because that's the way that you remember it. There's like certain things so I'll be like, okay, I'll do the further away switch because I know every time that's the one close to the TV. Because I think what I did was further away, the TV is further away, so further away switch. That is how I've done it in my head, but that is incorrect. But every time I do it, and I'll go back to the light switch and I'm like, oh, do I want to place the further away one? And I'm like, oh yeah, because I remember that the further away one is where the TV is because the TV's further away from the switch. Incorrect. Every damn time.
Yeah, that is the slight problem with one panel of lights, but the lights are not they're in various locations.
Yeah.
We used to have it when I used to work at a complex, the same thing. There was one big switchboard of lights.
Yeah.
And I can't remember which one was which, but there was always one in particular I would every single time I think it's this one.
Yeah.
So therefore it must not be this one. I'll use the other one.
Yeah.
Oh, I was right.
Yeah.
It was that one.
It was that. It was the original one. Oh man, it's so annoying.
I think that says a lot maybe about self-confidence. If you're I think it's this one, so it is this one, and click, it is this one.
Yeah.
You are a very self-confident person. And you probably don't come across this problem. But we obviously are very self-doubting.
Yeah, that's true. Have you heard the sounds we make? Various objects? Not confident at all. Okay. Thank you, Ron. Here's another one. This is by... So you know how somebody sends an email and it'll have their title of what their email address is under. Not their email, but when you fill in a Gmail thing, you might put first name and last name or something. Anyway, this one was by Moon Salad.
Oh, Moon
There's
Salad.
another moon person.
Wow.
I was like, this is great. I love people that have the word moon in their title. But it's actually from Matthew. And he says, this is my first email to you. I wondered what you like more, the older intros or the newer intros?
New intros.
Newer intros.
Especially this one.
So now it's time for...
No, wait, hang on.
Today
Is
I
this the one?
learned.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Today I learned. It's over. Oh, wait. That one shakes me to the core. And I hate it. And I wish we could throw that into the fires of Australia.
I did have the realization, within the last few weeks, that if you listen to this show a lot, and luckily we do have listeners that have listened to most of them, and you understand where the origins of the Podnapping theme come from, it works.
Yeah.
But if you don't understand it, is it just an obnoxiously loud,
Yeah.
and annoying theme? It's just someone yelling, sirens, crashing,
Yeah, yeah.
and dubstep. It's
Yeah.
all of those things.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm being podnapped.
It's true.
It's kind of a nightmare theme.
Yeah.
We understand it, but if it's the first
But
time
you can
hear
also groove along to it a little bit.
That's
at the
true.
same time.
That's true.
Do you know what I miss? Bing, bang, boom. Bing, bang, boom.
That also had sirens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. We should change all our intros to sirens. Different
people
types
alert.
of sirens.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the new to say new intros though. I mean,
They're pretty old, yeah.
they're pretty old. We've done-
I think we've had the one we have now from episode 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I'm talking about intro, for the theme song.
yeah, the
Yeah.
intro and shower thoughts and ask Reddit. They're all roughly that same amount of time.
All of the segments, bar probably Podnapping, and the seamless inclusion of also sometimes advice,
Yeah.
came in on episode 2.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess the old themes for the segments are you just singing them by yourself in episode 1,
Yeah.
in which I must say I like the new ones.
Yes. New ones. Good. But thank you for writing in, Matthew.
Or do you think that Matthew has only listened to episode 1 and 2, and he's like, these will probably change again?
Oh, okay.
Oh
yeah.
boy, you've got
Ooh.
169 episodes of disappointment.
Yep. But yes, thank you for writing in, Matthew, and thank you for writing in, Rowan. Rowan's up to 98. Oh, 2 more to 100.
That's crazy.
Do you know what we should do?
I wanna
Is
know what
not
question-
read out his 100th.
Well, I want to know, question 100 brings with it a lot of pressure.
Oh, but a lot of. Remember our 100th episode? We went all out.
We went all
for that one.
and if you don't remember it, trust us and don't re-listen. Just trust us.
Don't go back. But yes, if you would like to write into us, you could do so. Reddit podcast, READIT podcast at gmail.com. You can also reach us at Facebook, at Twitter, and our subreddit. They're all READIT podcast.
Speaking of subreddit, quickly, I'm loving all the Secret Santa photos that are coming through on our subreddit. People are posting their presents and stuff like that. I saw Rowan posted his recently as well.
Yeah.
We've had some merchandise with our logos on it, which of course we're against.
Yeah, yes.
But that was cool.
See, we just-
Like someone's made, they were pins, right? I think.
Yeah, little pins,
Yeah,
I think, yeah.
I'm loving all those photos, so keep them coming.
Yeah, I actually wanted to just say I spoke to Cousin Rowan, and he's like genuinely really happy with his gifts. So whoever, Roxy, I think, yeah, dude did a great job.
Yeah.
He was really happy with those. I also sent out my Reddit Secret Santa gift just yesterday, so missed the cutoff.
Yep.
But I had to get stuff from overseas. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't told me what you got them yet. Interesting.
Well, you'll find out. It's a
Okay.
Tesla camera because I love our listeners. I got a Tesla delivered here, then I sent it back overseas.
Also, rate, subscribe.
Rate, subscribe. Also, if you want to, I was just going to mention the Twitch thing again. If you want to join me next Saturday, and also maybe other times, because like I said, I'm going to stream with Bill from Escape This Podcast.
Yep.
You can find it on twitch.tv/Reddit podcast, READIT podcast. We might do Overcooked or something fun like that with Bill. And yes, if you could rate us and subscribe. You know what? We haven't done this for a while, but here's what I want to say. Rate us and subscribe. Okay? You put some emphasis on that sometimes.
Yeah.
You
So-
know?
so
it's
what-
not just
what-
some willy-nilly rate us and subscribe
So
stuff.
what you've done is you've changed it from, hey, if you'd like to rate and subscribe, you're
Yeah.
telling them now.
Yeah.
Rate and subscribe.
It's sounds to me like someone didn't go to listening school of rate and
Outros,
subscribe.
And guys,
and
rate and subscribe.
rate and subscribe and tell people about it.
Yeah, honestly, that's probably actually the
We
best thing
actually
you can
want
do.
that probably more than the rating and subscribe. I mean, obviously, rate and subscribe.
Obviously.
But we actually really love it if you just tell other people about the podcast.
Should we make up a piece of merch that says rate and subscribe, but it doesn't have our logo on it?
Yeah.
So people don't know what to rate and subscribe to.
Rate and subscribe and tell other people.
Yeah.
And then so people will go up to them and they'll tell other people about what. And you're glad you asked.
Also, we had a new logo made, I saw as well on our
Oh,
subreddit.
yes, we did. That was by... Oh, crap. Now I can't remember who did it. Cross? It was by Cross. He made it, and it looks really awesome. And I thought it was just a snoo, different snoo. And I thought that is great because a lot of subreddits have their own snoos, and now we've got our own.
Yeah.
I said snoo way too many times in that sentence.
Anyway, this is the end of the show.
Oh, yeah. I forgot what we were doing. Anyway, thanks for listening, and we will read you later.